Russell Brand has been charged with rape, indecent assault, and sexual assault that occurred between 1999 and 2005. So that's 20 years ago. The charges relate to four separate incidences with four separate women. Now, the comedian actor has been interviewed multiple times by police over the course of the past 18 months when the investigation supposedly started back in September 2023. The 49-year-old has previously denied these allegations, calling them very, very hurtful, and saying his relationships have always been very consensual. In a short statement, the Metropolitan Police said it had written to Brand to inform him that he was being charged with one allegation of rape, one allegation of indecent assault, and one of oral rape, and two further counts of sexual assault. Now, this relates to a 1999, a woman that was raped in Bournemouth area. 2001, a woman who was indecently assaulted in the Westminster area of London. 2004, a woman who was orally raped and sexually assaulted in the Westminster area of London. And then between 2004 and 2005, a woman who was sexually assaulted in the Westminster area of London. And Brand has obviously been told to appear at the Westminster Magistrate Court on 2nd of May. So we're in April, so that's about a month away, 28 days away. You know, the UK and the US have an extradition agreement, so they would arrest him here and send him over. Jaswant Narwar of the Crown Prosecution said, "We have today authorized the Metropolitan Police to charge Russell Brand with these number of sexual offenses." They said that they carefully reviewed the evidence after a police investigation and decided to charge him. Now, they concluded that Russell Brand should be charged with these offenses, including rape, sexual assault, and indecent assault relating to these instances, you know, yada, yada, yada. Then they say, reminds everyone that criminal proceedings are active and the defendant has the right to a fair trial, yada, yada. They said that the women who have made reports continue to receive support from specially trained officers. The Mets investigation remains open, and detectives ask anyone who has been affected by this case or anyone who has any information to come forward. This is, a lot of people saw this coming, right? But, well, here it is. So, you know, you look online, you look at Reddit, everybody obviously has a lot of opinions about this. Some people say, well, the one gentleman at least says, "I'm not trying to be insensitive, but how do you even defend yourself from a 25-year-old accusation? I sometimes mistake what happened to me 2 years ago with things that happened 10 years ago." Obviously, people remember assault, but how does the accused, if innocent, adequately remember the details of a time period decades ago? Yeah, whatever. You know, that's the point, I think, when we saw the guy from that 70s show, right? They got accused for things that happened 20 plus 30 years ago in his case, because there's no physical evidence.